Hello and welcome to another episode of Alan Writes. It's a big 125. Let's get right into it. They're going to do an interrogation of the big superior, student superior anyway, and I have some ideas on this that just got put in my head and I've got to get them going. So there we go, a little bit of mania to start off the day. Great. Suited, a black head bag is pulled off the suited superior, revealing a room swathed in shadows that conceal three figures. Figures from him. Hadrix and Tracer flank Jack, who takes a step closer and lets himself be defined by a trickle of light. Don't panic. Don't panic. It is hard for the suited superior not to do so, shackled as he is on all limbs and waist and chest. Won't get away with this. He won't get away with this. Of course not. Now, I'll need a name. I refuse. I refuse. Fuse is a bad name. Is a bad name to choose. That's a bird calling outside. I refuse is a bad name to choose. Let me try something better. Leonard? Tim? Fred? What? I'm asking for your name. I mean, I can find out. I find out. My companion probably already has it based on your fingerprints and DNA. Based on your fingerprints and DNA. Probably already has it based on your fingerprints and DNA. I use dental. Harder to fake that. Faster. To the suited superior. So, choose a name. I'm not one of you rebels. No, you're not. But that doesn't mean you can't have a nom de guerre. You know what that is. That is right. Do they still teach that in... Let me go. Turn yourselves in. And maybe mercy. turn ourselves in. Where? Turn ourselves in. Where? The mission... shit. The mission... shit. Okay. That's shit. The missionary. The missionary Trevex. The missionary Trevex. Near the near a helipad pad and a cheap but clean hotel. Good staging ground. Okay, you've just given us a critical piece of information. And, okay, you've just given us... Right. Right. See how easy that was? Right. You've just given us... I have recorded you doing so. Now, despite living in a world where some things can be faked, some can't. Some can't. Let me go. Wish I could, but people are trying to kill, capture you. We have orders to capture you. Why? You know things. You know. Gapes at what he's about to reveal. Is it really that easy? No. Not usually. But people are chatting. But people are chatting. But people are chatting. Human, but people are chatting. We're social creatures. We long to talk, discuss, and be with those. Right now, for all you've got. Quite literally. Once we Trevex, they'll figure you talked. They'll figure you talked. Once we go to Trevex, they'll figure you talked. Will they? I'm Lagan. Corn Lagan. He's right. I want to cut a deal. Okay, okay. But to be skeptical, Dalsco wasn't willing. Dalsco wasn't willing to do that. Well, he's got his. Well, reputation. Consider. Well, he's got his reputation to consider. Okay, now. Me. Now I've got nothing. Well, let's talk about that. Now, Jack has essentially sort of flipped two people. Maybe it's, all right, exterior. Hotel Miriam Day. Corin Lagan. Staggers. The front door. Yeah. Key card. Key card swipes the front doors to a seedy hotel open through staggers inside. He's met several covertly armed men. Get everyone moving. Now, exterior, rooftop, day. From a rooftop blind, Hadrits, the bevy of helicopters take off and take off. They scatter. The flying machines scatter. We'll say Hadrix dropped off the thing. Is he on? Which one is he on? Northwest, northeast, heading, I'd say, Paradise Dome. I'd say vaguely Paradise Dome. No, that makes sense. Makes sense. Trace it as long as you can. I'm gonna cut the link for later. Timed. "24 hours. "16 hours. Enough for them to gather and then decide, gather, discuss, and then decide to sleep." Just like old times. Less public, but yeah. The two change a shoulder clasp. Jack to himself. What next? All right, he's had a link. He's had a run of it. Obviously, there's a bit of it where if they recall him to the Paradise Dome, he knows it's a trap. But you know, traps need to have bait, and bait is made to be eaten. So what we're going to see here is he's going to. I want to see him let himself be captured so we can figure out what's going on, and then he'll be sprung somehow. That's the easiest way to do it. I don't know if that's worthwhile though. Kind of cliche, but all this stuff is cliche at this point. Let's make it seem fresh. All right. Not bad for. Not bad for. Not bad. At all for an improv night. Yeah, I want to cut a deal. Yeah, I want to cut a deal. Okay, but I've got. But you know. The reputation to consider. Well, he's got his reputation to consider. Me? Okay. So what we're going to go into the next part. The intricate plan that goes awry and Jack gets captured. And Dalsko, Corin, bring in Dalsko, and the guy pulling the strings. Jack keeps complete. Sure. At bay with a suicide charge. Suicide later. just for him. Just what the big guy doesn't want. Get it all out in the open, the whole tale. Now, I'm going to have to retrofit this really severely to make it more interesting. Right now, it's a straight-on tale of duplicity and shenanigans and firefights, but eventually we're going to have to figure out a way to weave it in. Maybe we make Dalsko the villain. Maybe we make Corin Lagan the villain. Maybe the villain is initially, I always like this, is the reporter in the beginning. Because, you know, she's actually looking out for her, you know, her family. She wanted to get to know Jack first, and whether or not he was worth pursuing. Now, that would mean she would have had to establish herself as a reporter for years before this happened. But she would find that acceptable, because now that she's dead, she can go back into the shadow government and the shadow agency, the really wealthy, and do whatever she wants. And if she wants to uphold, if filial piety happens to be her thing, then that happens to be her thing. It would be a good twist. I would think I would make that reporter is the big bad. We'll put that in quotes. She never was one for the scrambling life. Now that she's deceased, she can go about the bigger things her father had always intended for her. It's a little bit of the Ra's al Ghul and Talia sort of thing from Batman, but you know, whatever. It runs in the blood, so to speak. These sort of stories. She talked to Jack. She knew he was the one. But he's not. There is no midnight. No one person to hang everything on. It's all a tale woven by others. It's all a tale woven by others. Please the crowd. We must get that. We must get that. She decides she'll pull him apart, dead or alive. Then Jack sets his plan into motion. Hijack her wealth, escape in the confusion, live well. Hijack her wealth for the suited superior for Corin. A shot of Immort for Dalsko. Escape in the illusion, live well. This will not go as planned. There are going to be complications. I don't know what they are yet. That's half of the fun of writing this. But I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of the Big 125. It's going somewhere. And like first drafts, I don't know where. I didn't have a plan, really, beyond the first part of it. It was an idea, and now it's got to be a thing, and that's the way it usually works with me. It's the idea prospers into a structure to hang the story on, then I will fix up the structure with a bit of muscle to go with the bone, and after that, it's grammar and polishing and making sure all the pieces fit. Occasionally, you go back and you restructure things entirely if something didn't work at all, but that's the 1, 2, 3, 4 of it tends to be. That idea to structure, structure to form, form to polishing. All right, but I hope you've enjoyed this. Stay safe out there. It's getting to be a scarier world, isn't it? But take care and have a good day. Thanks.